Hey, nice sweater.
Thank you. I love Street Justice, you know? Genuinely love them. Went to the show, talked to Mike, felt nervous talking to Mike because I like his vocals. I like him. I think I got a crush on Mike.
I mean, how could you not? He's a beautiful man. Beautiful stage presence.
Great morals. Great stage presence. Good morals. Nice guy.
Great aura.
Good aura. Huge aura. Really, really immaculate aura. We're going to start off by watching the new Better Lovers video. Better Lovers dropped the news that they have an album coming out, I think in October,
yeah.
Called Highly Irresponsible. The album art looks great.
It's so
and also dropped a song and a video called A White Horse Covered in Blood. I've seen a few seconds of just like clips of it on Instagram. That looks like a really, really fun video.
For folks who don't know, and I'm sure you do by now, this is kind of like a super band made up of mostly the ex-members of Every Time I Die with Jordan Buckley, Steve, I believe his name, the bassist, Steve Michu or something. And then, of course, we got Goose on drums, who used to play in the March of Fear in the March of Flames.
Fear in the March of Flames, which is a great band. Their album, where they just went under the name Fear before and cut off the rest with like Jabberwocky and like songs like that, highly underrated album. That album goes crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And then we got Greg Puciato.
Greg Puciato.
Of course, of Dillinger Escape Plan. So this is, I mean, like if you haven't heard a song by this band, you go check them out. They've got an EP called, was it God Made Me an Animal?
Did you leave out our my favorite person in the world, Will Putney?
Oh, I did forget Will Putney. I forgot. Will Putney is like an ultimate producer of metalcore music. He's done probably some of your favorite records throughout the entire genre. I think he's done a couple. I think he did the last Every Time I Die record.
He's done some of them. I know that. He might have done, I don't know. There's no point in speculating. But yeah, great producer. He's also in End with Brendan Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
End is just a crazy band. They're really real good. So
and Fit for an Autopsy, right?
Fit for an Autopsy as well, yeah. Will, I know you're watching. I got your back. I won't let him forget again.
Yeah, I think, these guys are fun, seasoned dudes. And this is their kind of like second wind at it. I don't know how to, like,
these are seasoned dudes who have second wind at it.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's good. I think that's pretty good. They have all 11 secret herbs and spices. I know what you mean. Yeah. I was very excited when this video came out, and I was looking forward to watching this with you. It's actually been hard not to watch or listen to it because I'm actually really excited about it. We tried to watch The Flowering together, but like the scheduling just seemed to never work for some reason. We were having a rough month, but that song didn't really like excite me a whole lot. It was good, but it was just like I wasn't like crazy about it. But something I'm feeling maybe it's been long enough, and I'm just feeling the excitement again.
Let's go.
Let's friggin' go.
Yes, Throg.
Try to keep your enemies stuffed deeper up inside, but you can't. Crack out your tongue. That ain't what it's done. Oh, there's nowhere to run to, buddy. Can you believe you thought you're so sophisticated?
Reminds me a little bit of like 18 Vision self-titled, like the way they approached butt rock, where it still sort of felt 18 Visions-y. I'm getting that. This is like a solid ass butt rock song so far. I hate that I'm gonna do this, but it almost feels like a flex in a way, because like, and I know it's not intentional, these guys are just writing music, but like Many Eyes went down like a more like rocky route for the most part with what we saw. It feels southern, it feels like it's bouncy. Greg is like, instead of just screaming for the most part, like he's really leaning into like the theatrical sort of vocals you would get in songs like Black Bubblegum and like old Dillinger songs like Unretrified, which I listened to again recently, and that song just fucking goes.
Hard not to acknowledge it, but it feels like this is kind of like an Every Time I Die song with Greg kind of, I mean, obviously he's not doing it unintentionally, but with like Keith Buckley style vocals. Of course, he's been around, and I've mentioned he's been a seasoned vet for a while. He obviously does his own thing, like on songs like you've already referred to. But like, yeah, this is interesting. I'm totally here for it. This is kind of like, you know, how we were doing the Maylene React, and like that was kind of like a butt rock song, but like it goes. This is like the new genre. It's like old metalcore butt rock. Go. Are we getting old? What is going? We wouldn't like this song if we were 20 years ago listening to it when we were 14, because it wasn't heavy enough. But because we're older and in our 30s and we've listened to this band or these people play, you know, this genre for quite some time, that hearing a song like this is not only refreshing, but we're here for it.
No, okay, you know what? Maybe you can say that about yourself, but I recognized 18 Vision's glory in their butt rock days, and since it came out to this day, I have and will defend City of Evil by Avenged Sevenfold. That is one of my favorite records. It's so good. It's such a dark horse in their discography. Like, I went back to Waking the Fallen, and not every song aged well.
No.
It sounds kind of slow. Like, it's weird. But, man, City of Evil is just something else, dude. It's sick. It's like metalcore Guns N' Roses.
And I also love the clip that we've paused on. This frog has unplugged Jordan Buckley's amp.
Yeah. Is it a frog or an iguana? This video is sick, by the way. Use of color, absolutely awesome. I like the use of the brightness in the new album art and this video. Like, it's like, it's still like heavy and aggressive and punky, and it feels Every Time I Die-ish. But E-Tid always had a very like grainy, like buffalo grime on a lot of their like, not their album artwork, but a lot of the time in their videos. And this feels like bright, and the production feels huge.
This is Midsummer.
It's nothing like it. No, he's not going to explain himself.
You touch yourself on the line, but you beat it. You touch yourself on the line, but you beat it. You touch yourself on the line. You touch yourself on the line, but you repeat it. You're a special guy, won't break if you're interrogated. Cock out your tongue now. Oh, time to face what you've done. You've got the answer that you've always needed, that you push aside, 'cause the truth was always overrated. But there's nowhere to run now. Time to face what you've done. Try to keep your enemies stuffed deeper up inside, but you can't. Try to keep your enemies stuck deeper up inside, but you can't. They won't stay trapped for your love. Wait silent to serve you. Your life is never enough, but it never deserved you. Gonna be hard to handle when you melt down. Gonna be hard to handle when you melt down. Gonna be hard to handle when you melt down. Be hard to handle when you melt down. Touch yourself on the line that you repeat it.
This absolutely goes. It almost reminds me of, ironically, kind of in the same lane of what like 4 Years Strong is doing right now with the first handful of songs that have come off their album, which, by the way, I've been listening to like those first 5 tracks on that album coming out, and I like all of them. Daddy of Mine, the song you were telling me about, is crazy. Aftermath, Afterthought, crazy. We're talking about Every Time I Die. This is almost in that same lane where it's like this super
Better Lovers.
moshy butt rock. What did I say?
Every Time I Die.
Yeah, okay, so Better Lovers, this band, the new band. This reminds me of what 4 Year Strong is doing with that, like, super moshy butt rock, but, like, with, like, these big breakdowns. Greg sounds like he's, like, just made of plasma when he screams. Like, it's so high and shrill and wet. I'm excited about this. This feels good. I'm happy that I'm excited about this.
It's hard not to speculate, and it's just hard not to make this connection. But, like, if you're listening to the lyrics, they're very, like, much about someone, and it's hard not to think about how this song is about Keith Buckley. It's hard not to think that. It's like it's just a speculating, and maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe the song's not about this at all. But when you listen to it, you know, a white horse covered in blood. I don't know. Maybe they're making a statement about the new band or something like that. And like this frog character kind of unplugging people and kind of messing with people, kind of like depicting, like, you know, I don't know. It's hard not to speculate on that. Maybe it's not necessarily about Keith Buckley. Maybe it's about a member in Dillinger Escape Plan, because I believe they didn't leave on good terms. I can't remember if remember that correctly. I could be completely wrong about that, but you know, it could be about another member of one of these guys' bands, because they've been in so many of them. And that may not necessarily be about Keith Buckley, but it's hard not to think that when you listen to this.
I like how you're honed in on the idea that it must be about another musician specifically. It can't just be about someone in a life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a wide spectrum of things you can write about other than your bandmates. Is that what Sinner has? Have you just been writing about what you want to do to Kyle?
Yeah, they've all
That's
been
morbid, dude. It's real to me, damn it.
It's real to me.
Still real to me, damn it.
This video is also shot really well. It's super cool. I love, like, all the different backgrounds, like the wall of amps, and, like, there's just, like, all these weird little touches. Like, this is an interesting video. I don't think
cool.
I've had it feels like something like a band like the Strokes would have done in, like, the early 2000s, with all the different framing and, like, and the chorus sounded great.
Yeah, it was
that
cool,
big hooky ass chorus. It again reminded me of almost like what Maylene did on that song we heard too. Like, it's so catchy. Like god damn.
I like that we're referring to bands that put out new singles this year, Maylene and 4 Year Strong, who have been in the game for like they've been in the game for at least 10 years, and they've been touring, and they can, you know, they've been writing songs. This movement, we're here for it. This dad movement, the dadcore.
You taught yourself a lie that you repeated. You taught yourself a lie that you repeated. You taught yourself a lie. You taught yourself a lie that you repeated. You taught yourself a lie that you repeated. You taught yourself a lie that you repeated. You taught yourself a lie.
We've seen that name before. That's sick. Holy shit, dude. That is so good. Like, oh my god. I was scared after I heard The Flowering, and I was just kind of like, eh. And I started listening to, like, other bands and getting excited for other releases this year, that I wasn't going to be excited about this. But I feel really excited for this release. I really want to sink my teeth into this.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the full length, and we can only, you know, hope Many Eyes has got a record on their way too. I'm sure they've got something, you know, we're going to get a good year. 2004 is not
2004, baby.
it's
We're those time travelers you've been hearing about on TikTok.
It's, you know, it's 2004 again with friggin' Maylene, you know, ex-members of Every Time I Die, and like friggin' 4 Year Strong.
And Beyond Repair, have you heard of that band? It's all the members from the original lineup of Throwdown, and they've restarted a band called Beyond Repair, and they just play their Throwdown songs that they wrote. It's fucking sick, dude.
I love it. And Poison the Well, I believe, is touring again, but they only play. They don't don't have a new song coming out. They only play the old stuff.
Speaking of 2004, My Chemical Romance updated their profile picture on Facebook. And it made everyone be like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden, their account just started posting weird, clickbaity news meme things, weird, clickbait. So I'm pretty sure they just got hacked. This woman survived falling down a well. What happened next will shock you. Really, some real AI bullshit. It was sick.
Yeah, worst band live.
Oh, maybe they've got. Give him. He's sober now.
All right, folks. All right, folks. That was our reaction to Better Lovers, A White Horse Covered in Blood. What did you think? Leave it all down below in our comment section. If you aren't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us out, Bandecfolks. Give this video a like. And if you really want to be a fan of us, you can super like it, right? Is that how it works?
Maybe. There's a join button. I know you can hit that and give us $2. If you so if you want to hit that button, that's very kind of you.
Lander.
Oh yeah, we have a Lander affiliation. So if you do some at-home mixing and mastering, you can go ahead and use our Lander affiliation to save yourself a little bit of money. I'm hyped for this.
Let's get it.
For Better Lovers, not our Lander affiliation. That is. Well, no, Hey, I'm very hyped for the Lander affiliation, baby. I love it. Just sign us next year, please. Please, let's keep this going, baby. We love Lander.